Hello and a really warm welcome to this week's video where I am talking about how you can generate quantum leaps in your business, because let's face it, that's what you're here for, isn't it? You're here to grow an awesome, profitable business that not only creates a life that you love, but positively impacts hundreds, thousands of people, because that's exactly what you can do when you have a profitable business. So this video is for you if you are absolutely fed up of working really hard, but finding at the end of the month you're exactly in the same place that you were in the previous months. Once I learned what I'm going to share with you today and implemented it in my business, everything changed. And guess what? You don't need to buy anything new. You don't need to do anything really difficult. You can actually figure this out for yourself on your own. So let's get into what I'm talking about. So, where you are right now in your business and in your life, we're going to look at both things together. But where you are right now, what you have created has been created from your current mindset. And everything you have created has been created through your thoughts, so how you think. And this is about your deep programming. It's about your conscious thoughts, your unconscious thoughts. And it's about that deep programming that's happened when you were younger, when you were growing up. So everything that you are currently thinking impacts on how you feel, and how you feel therefore impacts on the actions that you are taking every single day in business and in life. So the three things that you need to know there are your thoughts, your feelings, and actions. All three have a direct impact on the success that you are calling into your life. So when you have all of that in alignment with your goals and your dreams, and you're feeling awesome and fearless, that's exactly how you will show up in your life. That's exactly how you will show up in your business, taking fearless action and feeling really awesome about it. And the best thing about this is the energy that people will feel from you. You know, sometimes people will reach out to me and they'll say, I'm not quite sure what you're saying, but whatever it is, you know, it's resonating, it's working with me. I've had people buy from me before and said, I'm not even really sure the details of the thing that you're buying, that you're selling, but whatever it is, I want to be in, because the energy is in alignment with everything. And this is the power of really understanding that your thoughts, feelings, and actions are all linked. And these are the three things that you need to work on. Because the flip side is that actually, when you are riddled with doubt and fear and maybe shame, because you're not as far on as you want to be, that those thoughts then kick into how you are feeling. And you're probably feeling, you know, not particularly motivated. And it definitely has an impact on your actions, and you're likely to be sat there feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you're getting into a cycle of comparisonitis. There'll definitely be an element of procrastination and fear. And if that is left unchecked, it can become a cycle that's really hard to break. But there is something that you can do to change that. And that's what I'm going to share, this 3-step approach that I use all the time in my business, and so do my clients. So whether you are looking to generate an extra 2,000 in your business every single month or an extra 10,000, this 3-step approach works on all of this. And it's all about, you know, really accepting that how you currently think, feel, and take action has got you to this point, and that in order for you to now take that quantum leap and actually step into that new income goal, your thoughts and feelings and actions need to equally take a step up. And once you do this, everything changes, and it changes really quickly as well. So, hope this makes sense. If you've got any questions, as always, just post them below. So, in a nutshell, in order to achieve your next level of success, you can't keep operating on your existing thoughts, feelings, and actions. So, let's get into these 3 steps that you can take right now. So, step 1 is to have a really clear vision of your future life and business. So, typically, as a coach, I'm always going to get you to think about your end point. What is that end point? Because if you don't know, if you haven't sat down and defined this, it's going to be really difficult for you to move forward. It's going to be really difficult for you to be excited about what you are moving into, and it's going to be really difficult to put this into action. So if you haven't done this for a little while, or perhaps you haven't never done it, sit down and write out. I find that writing is the best thing, with a good old pen and some paper, but write out your future life. Now, this is your opportunity to completely think about what you truly desire without worrying about the how. We're not interested in that in this exercise. This is just about looking at everything you desire. I always like to bring in business and life. I don't like to separate those 2 things out. So if you want to generate a sellout event, put that down. If you want to create £10,000 a month in your business, put that down. If you want a new car, a new house, a hot body, whatever it is that you want, put everything down. And you might not know what those things are until you actually sit down to complete this exercise. But just really spend a few moments projecting yourself into the future. And this is a future that is like your future. It's not a future based on what anybody else thinks you should have, but it's about creating a future that you're so excited about, you're so compelled about, and you absolutely know deep within you that that is the life that you want to move towards. So write that out. Write out everything that you desire. And this is one of my favorite exercises. Whenever I'm working with my clients and we're looking at mindset, this is one of my go-to exercises. So just have this lovely time. It might take you 10 minutes, it might take you 30 minutes, but write out that future life and be unapologetic about it as well. Be absolutely unapologetic. So step 2 is you now have the blueprint of your future life. And hopefully you're reading it back through and you're like, oh my God, this is a non-negotiable. This is absolutely everything that I am in alignment to go and call in. So step 2 is building your belief. It's all very well writing it down, but there might be a little cynical part of you that reads it and goes, that's not available to you. Well, it is. When you build your belief, and you want to be building your belief on a daily basis, because let's be real about this, life and business have a way of being challenging. It always does, and it always will. Just because you're working on your mindset doesn't mean that things magically stop happening to you. Things happen, things that are out of your control. But when you actually work on your belief, when things do happen, you can get back on track. You can build that belief that you have the resilience and the ability to actually keep moving forward. So some of the ways that you can build your daily belief is through journaling, meditation, visualization, hypnosis. Exercise is a great one. If I didn't have any belief, I would not get on that machine nearly every day and work out on it, because I'm not a natural person who likes exercising. So exercise is a great one for really building that belief. It's always a mindset game when you do any exercise. Healing old stories, old programming, working on that unconscious self. That's what you can do with hypnosis. Listening to uplifting content. How often are you just sat watching some rubbish on TV when you could actually be watching some YouTube videos that really inspire you or motivate you, or some podcasts? So just think about how you can really get into just surrounding yourself with positivity. Music is such a key one. I know we haven't been on many car journeys, but honestly, you get in the car on a long journey, put some great tunes on, and it's amazing, isn't it? It can be in the best spirits. Sharing your goals with people who you trust. This is a really nice one, because often we have all these dreams and goals and desires that we don't share with ourselves and we don't share with other people. But once you put it out there, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, it's a little level of accountability, isn't it? Affirmations and affirmations. So affirmations are when you post an affirmation as a question. So things like, you know, why is it so easy for me to keep calling in my high-end clients? Why is it so easy for me to earn £10,000 a month? So that's an affirmation that really helps to trick the mind in believing it a little. Sometimes it works a little bit more positively than actually using affirmations. So you just maybe want to try different, you know, versions of that. Again, being connected to people who have a similar dream to yourself through a membership club or a mastermind. So amazing for building that belief. You know, you watch other people who are maybe 1 or 2 steps ahead of yourself actually achieving the things that you desire or similar things that you desire. So inspirational. It starts to make you realize that what you want is possible for you too. And NLP, I'm an NLP practitioner and I'm trained in timeline therapy with NLP. NLP works on that unconscious self. So everything that happens, everything that you think is coming from that unconscious self into that conscious self. And NLP lets you go into your unconscious self and actually change any old programming that's not serving you. So it's amazing. So it's whatever works for you that allows you to build your belief. That's the most important thing. This is just a list of things that you could use. And there'll be some things in there that don't resonate, and there'll be other things that perhaps you're open to trying. So let's have a look at step 3. So we've done like 2 really nice things, haven't we? We've like built that vision, and now we're going to grow that belief in ourselves every single day, doing some amazing things, maybe dancing, maybe listening to some music, maybe doing some meditation, whatever works for you. So that's amazing. Step 3 is often the step that people miss out. It's a step that not very many people will share, but this is the step that will catapult your results. And when you've done step 2, step 3 is possible for you to complete. And if you listen to this and you're like, oh my God, I can't do this, that's because you need to do step 2 every single day. But step 3 is how you quantum leap from where you are to where you want to be. So step 3 is where you ask yourself every single day this question: what would the future version of me, who has all of the success that I desire, be doing on this day? You know, what would that future version of you be doing? And you identify an action, and guess what? You take that action. So maybe that action is something like creating a high-end offer, doing a live, reaching out to a collaboration, saying yes to something, putting your prices up. So you want to think about that every single day, thinking about how you can take action in your business and yes, in your life as that future version of yourself, and take an action. When you start to get really good at this, you can really step into it and take multiple actions. But just to get you started, I want for you to think about one action every single day in your business being an action that future version of yourself would be taking. So that is the 3-step approach to quantum leaping in your business. And believe me, this works. When I understood this and started to implement it, it's exactly the same for my clients, is that when you start to embody that future version of you, and you've really built that belief and you've done that deep transformational work, this is the thing that will really take your business forward. And it massively did and does for me too. Now, if you are thinking, right, I'm ready, I'm going to use this, this resonates with me, that is amazing. And I would just say that I have got one of those tools that's going to help you build your belief if you are ready to start implementing this strategy in your life and business. And the tool that I've got is a hypnosis recording that I specifically wrote for women to help them to become more abundant and more comfortable and confident with calling in a greater level of wealth. So if you would like to download that hypnosis and get started with programming that deep unconscious version of yourself for more success and more wealth, download that. It's completely free hypnosis, and get started with implementing this 3-step approach. And I would love to hear from you. If you have watched this and you're like, oh my God, this totally makes sense and I'm going to do it, or if you have started to do it and you start to see those shifts and changes in yourself and your results, I would love to hear from you. So by all means, either drop me a message below, or you can DM me over on Instagram, which is Rachel Smith Business Grower. And I love sharing this with you because this is the real juice. This is the stuff that's really going to make a difference in your business. And I can't wait for you to actually go and try this in your business. Until the next time, I'll see you again really, really soon. Bye for now.